Hey everybody, what is going on? Happy hump day, happy hump day. Okay, no. So I'm gonna talk about 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I always get them confused. Happily Ever After the other way. For what's the other one? When they do the people talking about themselves, like it's too much, but I still love it. Um, I'm watching it. I watched it twice, but I want to be sure I give you every piece of my thought because this is getting worse and worse. So of course it's doing the playback of when Jihoon and Devin got into the argument or whatever, and now it opens up with Brittany in the car like this, like with her suitcase is still in the back seat, by the way. So I'm like, you took her straight over there from the airport, straight to your mom's house from the hotel. I'm confused about that part. Whose suitcases were they? I don't know. But she's in the car like, I don't understand, I don't know, and she's freaking out, and she's like, I don't know, and she gets her bag all over the place, and she's wild, like wilding in the car, and Yazan is like, you don't see how you talk to me, and I'm just like, how she talk to you? Because I was looking at her and her mannerisms, she was trying to be like, yeah, I didn't tell you that, but she wasn't being like rude. So I'm wondering if the parents or the mother at least speaks some English, because when Brittany was speaking English, the mother was kind of responding. Yes, the mother didn't have to get loud and all that kind of stuff. But Brittany deserves every piece of this. I could be the mean one and I don't care because Brittany knew what this was. When my hair is terrible right now. It's the humidity. But anyway, she went over to Jordan from Florida, the United States of America, where you could do what you want, look how you want, say what you want, and do what you want to do, to a country where it's really conservative and you have to dumb down yourself and who you are as a woman. And that's not how it works over there. So he's trying to calm her down. He hates seeing her cry. But I'm like, girl, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself because you knew. And the only reason why his parents are pissed is because you can't get your father over there in a couple of weeks. You told him 3 months. But the real reason is because you are trying to hide the fact that you can't get married because you're still married. So you are, I think her breakdown was because now I got to figure out another lie to tell these people, and that's the biggest thing. You're mad because you don't have time to create another lie, and the parents are just like, yeah, no, figure it out. Like, no, this is not gonna happen. And then the next scene is Armando and Kenny. He finally gets to the I guess the apartment they rented. Very nice. Armando's inside cooking. Kenny pulls up and they hug. I am rooting for this couple because they are just truly like it. To me, it could be just me, but it's me. And poor Truffles. Truffles' eyes all crazy. His tongue keep hanging out his mouth. Truffles done had enough. Like, put him down. Put Truffles down. So apparently the apartment is not how it's supposed to be. Wait, it looks nice inside, but there's no AC. And I'm like, no AC in Mexico? Are you crazy? And he said, did you say bye to your father? He said, my father didn't want to come. And, he thinks it's because he didn't want to see me off. And Kenny's a little disappointed, but he's like, I have to meet him next week. And, hopefully it's not awkward. But, nevertheless, they continue eating and talking. And I'm sure Kenny is tired because it's a 4-day trip. And then he's asking him, like, the next morning probably is, how was your morning? Of course, they got busy. And it's just a beautiful thing. Love is love. It doesn't matter what color, race, skin color. Love is love. It is a beautiful thing. So, they, they got together. Kenny's older, Armando's younger, and hopefully they can blend the families and everybody will accept it, and it's just gonna, be what it's supposed to be. But where they live, it looks kind of far from everything. So now we're at Tim and Melissa. I'm not, like, this couple is not, I don't care. I don't care. Like, and I don't know if I don't care because Tim is just, I don't know. But I don't know. I just always fast forward through them. I decided to watch them again this morning, and Melissa seems to be, like, her living conditions seem normal for Americans in comparison to the other couples. She works at a marketing company. She seems to live in a very nice neighborhood. It doesn't look sketchy like what we've seen on this show numerous times. And she says she came to the States because she was an au pair and she wanted to live on her own and live the American life, learn how to speak English, which is a great thing. I always am confused as to how that works if you don't speak English first, if you're taking care of somebody's kid. But nevertheless, however that works, it works. Um, she said her dad doesn't know, her mom knows, and he's gonna have to try to get her, gain her mother's trust back. So we're gonna see, but they're not that they're interesting. And then we have Jenny and Submit. Now I know Jenny wants a copy of these divorce records, but if I hear it one more time, they're in the tuk tuk or tut tut. They're in a little taxi cab thing, and she's like, "We're gonna get divorce papers, right? We're gonna see the copies, right?" Lady, he's taking you there right now. Calm down. Why do you have to keep asking him? And I get it. You want to see copies, and why are they go into the lawyer's office now so he can explain. The lawyer can explain to Jenny how stuff works. And what confuses me is we are Americans. We know we move in a microwave minute, and everything is like this. When they go to these countries, why do they not understand that things don't happen at the same pace? Why is it hard for you to understand this is how it works? If the attorney is telling you it takes 2 to 5 years, it takes 2 to 5 years. You can't rush the system and there's no copies. Well, why? That's how it is over there. He said the Marriage Act says it's private. You can't see it. But he's telling you he filed it. She's still confused. And then she's upset at the fact that he said, once you get divorced, and then you have to get the parents' permission. And she said, well, I didn't do anything to the parents except take their son's virginity. How you took Submit's virginity, but he was married like a year or two before? So you trying to tell me, or you trying to make us believe that he didn't have sex with his first wife? If that was the case, then hey, maybe he kept I don't know how that would have worked out. But the parents ain't gonna give her their blessing because they embarrassed the family name. Now they have to help him pay. He lives somewhere different. The family name is shamed. Like, I don't know why she acting like it's gonna work out for them. But she gonna live up. My question is, will you live over there for 2 to 5 years it's gonna take for this process to go through? And nobody cares for this whole situation. So this is gonna be interesting. Now we're at Ji-hoon, and he told his mother, like, they went back to the hotel. They're not staying. I messed up. I lied. And his mother is really justifying him doing it. Like, she's justifying, like, she's saying, like, oh, men do it all the time. It's a white lie to get the woman. Your father did it. And why did she leave so easy? Are you crazy? I get cultures don't know cultures. But she should have stuck by him in that ratty ass apartment with 2 kids, and he don't have no money. Is that how that worked? And the mother is just like, yeah, it's okay. And then he's getting upset, and he's just like, yeah, Mom, I gave you my money, but I still have a lot of debt. I still have things I gotta pay off. I'm not really working. And in my mind, I'm like, you can work. You are able to work. You have a job. You just wanted to work part-time instead of full-time. So why not take the action? You are self-aware of what you have to do. You said to her, I know I have to do better. I know I need to get a job. I know I need to take care of the kids in Devon. She left me. So at what point do you get on your grind, go to this job, make more money, show Devon, hey, look, I'm working right now. See, look, I'm doing it. Why are you not doing that? And his mother, and then he starts crying, and his mother's like, oh, why are you crying? Korean men don't cry. Lady, that is your son. He is upset. Let him be upset and cry. Like, that's what he wanted to do. He lost his woman and his baby at the same damn time in less than, what, a couple days maybe they've been there. Maybe, let's say a whole day. She's so, his mother's crazy. Just like he's crazy. Maybe that's why he is the way he is. I don't know. But he take this damn dog everywhere he go. He takes better care of the dog than he do his wife and kid. So now the next scene that's coming up is, I think it's when Kenny and wait, let me not say it before you be like, what you talking about? So I'm not gonna misstep. Yes. So Kenny and Armando wake up and they're getting ready to go out just to see where they live, and they are driving. Like, I don't know if Armando does drive, but I don't know why he's not driving Kenny's car. Kenny is a lot older than Armando, so I feel like it's going to be a lot of Kenny telling Armando what to do and being the father figure, kind of, in a way, because how he talks to him and certain things he says is almost like, you should know, or listen to what I'm saying because I'm older, kind of thing. So they're going into town and they're walking around. The town looks like garbage, just for lack of better words. But this is where they are. I don't know how they didn't research the area, more. That's what Kenny said. Like, we didn't do any research on grocery stores, banks, like nothing. So they see a street vendor and he has like candy and stuff. And Kenny's like, ew, they're like bugs. Like, where has that been? Like, what is that? Kenny is a germaphobe, period. And Armando says that. He's like, taste it. And he's like, no, this is gross. And he just spits it out. At least he tried it, but he doesn't like it. And then they end up going to a restaurant to sit down, to a convenience store. And Armando gets rice water and Kenny gets Kenny gets water and he gives the woman an American dollar. So Kenny's like, it's $1 to 18 pesos, and he's trying to teach him, and Kenny's not getting it. Kenny's just not understanding what's going on. He can speak zero Spanish, and I would think at his age he would know. You go into Mexico, you might have to speak a little bit, but he said he didn't, and he's already struggling, and he's coming to the realization that I'm living over here. When I was on vacation, it was different, and he doesn't. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. So then he's telling him, oh, look, this is a store. You can pay your electric bill, your cable bill, and your house phone. And he's like, what? Kenny's just so confused. And he's saying how run down, and it just looks bad. And it does, in comparison to the lifestyle he's used to. They stop at a restaurant where the ladies are in the back, and they're like kneading the dough to make either pasteles, or they trying to make burritos or whatever. And Kenny's looking at her like, and he's looking at her to translate. So he's translating, and he orders it, and he's like, oh my God, they don't have any gloves? Are we gonna eat that? Kenny's complaining about a lot right now. So Armando orders rice water, and it looks milky. It looks like tapioca. It just doesn't look good. So he tries it, and he's like, it tastes like he just doesn't like the taste. I don't like how it looks myself. And he's drinking it, and he's just like, ew, no. He's like, it's like milk going bad, and I believe it, because that's exactly what that bottle looked like. And then but Kenny is just really complaining a lot. They bring the food, and he's like, oh, it's too much oil, it's too much grease. Why is everything together? And he is just like, it's okay, but Kenny is really picky. And at 57, it's going to be hard for Kenny to get his life together. Because without Armando, he can't do anything. Like he said, if Armando gets sick, if Armando can't talk, if anything happens to Armando, Kenny is out of luck. So, he's a little nervous, and I get it, because if there was a little bit of English spoken in certain places, maybe it'd be easier, but they're not speaking no English anywhere. So Yazan and Brittany crying again. She's still crying. So then he gets an apartment for her to show her that he loves her, and his apartment is amazing. It is amazing. Leather couches, glass tables, like it looks amazing. And she perks up, she's happy, she believes that he cares for her, and he has roses going all into the bedroom. Now my question is, why you got all this stuff going to the bedroom if you can't even sleep with her or even be in the same house? It's a nice gesture, I get it, but he can't even say. So you're just gonna enjoy the flowers on the bed with no man in it with you to enjoy the petals. But okay, that's, if that shut her up for a little while, then so be it. And she feels that he loves her at that point, and she's still saying, like, I'm not gonna see your parents. And she keeps saying he's gonna have to stand up to his parents for her. Ain't gonna happen. They don't do that in Africa. They don't do that in Jordan. They don't do that. So know it. So this, I don't think her and Yazan is gonna work unless, because when she tells him the truth about this marriage thing, it's gonna be a show. It's fireworks are gonna go off, and nobody's gonna be happy. Now we're doing Jenny and Sumit again. They're getting ready to leave to go meet Sumit's friends, and they genuinely look happy. And they're going to a picnic, and both of his friends were supposed to bring their wives. Their wives didn't come because they don't support that. So one of the wives said she was sick. The other wife said, sorry, my wife isn't coming because she doesn't support this. And they were just saying Sumit is acting childish, and he can't make a decision on his own. This is India. And Jenny, they have a long way to go. And it's gonna be a rough challenge for them. And they're showing a preview for the next episode, and Kenny is trying to grab Armando's hand. He's like, no, not here, because they don't know if people are homophobic and might try to kill them. Which is true, and this is going to be another telltale sign of how this is going to work. I would think they'd be better off in a bigger city than a smaller city, because ain't nobody around to see what's going on to y'all, happening to y'all. But we're going to see next week. They're talking about Biniam and Ariella going to the hospital in Ethiopia, which her mother is not going to be here for. So stay tuned to next week. Bye, y'all.